Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Sunday episode. My name is Carolyn Chebaro, and rather than go into the spiel of what this YouTube channel is about, I will put the link below so you get to know a little bit more about me. If you're new to my channel, I hope by the end of this that you will subscribe and like this video. Today, I've got a topic for you that is, well, I consider important, and that topic is self-care. You know, I was recently talking to a friend about self-care, and it was interesting because the topic led us down the road about how it's different for each one of us. And that's what this conversation is going to be about today. And I would love, as before we continue or before we finish up, if you would let me know in the comment box below, what is your self-care routine? Because it will be different for each one of us. So let me know, but without further ado, I just want to go over self-care, give you some ideas, and I have actually created a menu for you, and that is in the description box below. But first off, let me tell you about what I deem is my self-care. And again, remember, what I deem self-care for me is completely different from you. But what I consider to be self-care is exercising and taking care of my physical body. And mainly that is swimming. I love to swim. I've been swimming since I was very small, which was a long time ago. And I do also like to go out on the bicycle. That's where I'm going after this broadcast. I'll go cycle around. I do find that, oh, and also as a result of COVID, I started to watch a woman on YouTube about Pilates. I tried yoga, didn't work for me, but Pilates I can get. And it's interesting because that your body becomes limber, you know what I mean, as you continue. And I've been doing it for over a year. And I'll put the link to the woman that I follow in the description box below. You might just want to try it. Another part of self-care for me is eating quality food. If you have watched this YouTube channel, you will know that I am a vegan. And don't say it because I know I'm one of those weirdos, but I am a vegan. And part of my self-care routine is eating correctly or eating wisely, what I deem wisely, but I also try new recipe each week just to make it different. And this past week, I tried vegan bacon. Don't laugh, but it was good. It was made out of carrots. And so that's part of my self-care routine. Another part of my self-care routine is a good book. I love reading, as you can see. And so for me, there's nothing nicer to crawl into bed with a good book, not a scary one, because then I just don't sleep, or lie on the couch in the afternoon or even in the morning and I would read. So self-care for me is a book. Another part of my self-care routine is just wearing nice perfume. I just love nice perfume. And I have certain perfumes that I wear certain times of the year. And finally, well, one of the ones that I can think of for self-care is a luxurious skincare. And I know that so much of it is marketing, but I like it. I love the way it smells. I just love everything about it. And it makes me feel really good. So part of my self-care is luxurious skincare. And then I also have a lot of routines that I do, and that's part of my self-care rituals as well, in addition to the cycling and all that. But for example, once a week, usually on a Sunday, I will do a manicure, give myself a manicure. And then sometime during the week, I will give myself a massage, a facial massage. And I use this stuff I brought out to show you. It's an Elemis. It's a cleansing bar, and I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, but man, oh man, this stuff smells so good. I love this stuff. And I will just massage this into my face. Goodness knows what I look like. But I'll massage that into my face for as long as I'm watching television, about an hour. So that's part of my self-care routine. And I'm going to sneeze. Oh, no, I'm going to cough. Excuse me. So, and another part of my self-care routine is getting in the car with Miss Evie, my dog, and driving up the East Coast, and with the Atlantic on my right-hand side. Pardon me. Excuse me. Infection. And so we will drive up to Boca Raton, which is about 30 or 40 miles from here, have a walk around a park, and I will have a cappuccino or a latte, and Miss Evie will have a puppuccino, and we'll come home. And that's part of my self-care routine. And I would love to know if you have certain self-care routines, because the key is that each one of our routines will be different, because we're all very, very different. We all have our own likes and dislikes. And it's not like you wake up one day and say, oh, I'll practice self-care. It should be ongoing. Now, I've got some ideas in this self-care menu that I've created. And let me just go over them, a few of them for you. And the first thing that came to my mind was you need to treat yourself like you would treat a friend. Hello. You need to treat yourself like you would treat a friend. Another idea would be, we all know this, but to take a break from computers and phones and social media, YouTube, but wait till I'm finished. Just wait till I'm finished. And that would be another part in my mind of self-care. Having a picnic in the park, perfect part. That's perfect self-care, even by yourself. And you might even want to meditate in the park. So there's so many things that you can do. You can buy new sheets for your bed, all part of self-care. And it goes on and on and on. And again, please, by all means, click on that list, on that link for my ideas on self-care. But one thing that I have found, and we're all different, as I've said, and I've said over and over again, because what I deem self-care might be different from you. Your self-care might be going to have your manicure. For me, it's sitting inside and having a manicure. Or your method, your practice of self-care might be going to the cinema, to the theater when we could, and having a nice meal. To somebody else, their self-care and practice might be a big hike in the forest or the woods. So it varies, and there is no wrong and there is no right. We just have to be ourselves at the end of the day. But there is one thing that is so interesting when you practice self-care, and that is that you feel good. And it puts you in a positive frame of mind, and it gives you less overwhelm and less stress, and it helps you lead a simple life. And when you feel less stressed and when you feel good, and it's all about feeling, you have this sort of inner glow, and that inner glow will make people want to be with you and around you, and that feeling good is contagious. And so you have the ability, when you practice self-care, to help someone else feel good. And then they can pass it on and make somebody else feel good. Maybe they'll decide to practice self-care if you have a conversation with them on why you feel good. So it just continues and it continues and it continues. And at the end of the day, we are helping so many people by taking care of ourselves. And I think that's the way it should be. That's the way we should lead our life, just by making others feel good, and it just tumbles and tumbles and tumbles. And I know it sounds woo-woo for whoa-whoa, but this is how I live my life. And I have found that taking care of myself I pay it forward to other people, and some of those that I don't know. Now, Are there any questions that you might have? Or hi everyone, hello. Um, yes, I know this stuff is really good. If you can get hold of this one actually is neroli, which is not in this country yet, I don't think, but I would certainly make it a point to try and get some. And that's it. If you have, again, I'm here. If you have any questions, please, by all means, take a look at this. I am putting together something in my mind pretty special, and I'm hoping that you will want to join me. And that will be rolling out over the next, I don't know, 2 weeks, 2 months, as fast as I can type. And that is me for the day. I wish everyone a good day. I will be back again next Sunday. And until then, please stay safe, stay well. Toodles.